Hi lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hi, hello, wagwan. My name is Toni-Ann and I do home, lifestyle and fashion videos. And in today's video I will be getting ready with you guys and just to have a bit of a chit chat, you know, about the whole pandemic and being out there again. I'm just showing you guys the products I use to accomplish my glam makeup look, and also how I do it for it to work for me. Okay, and if you haven't been subscribers yet, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you won't miss an upload. So let's just jump right into it. So don't mind the headscarf. You know, I'm going for a sleek ponytail, and to get a sleek ponytail, you gotta tie it down. You gotta tie it down. So, I'm actually going for a meal today, and I've decided to get ready with you guys. And, you know, just to have a bit of a chit chat, you know, about, you know, post quarantine and, you know, how you guys are getting along. I mean, it is still pretty scary, to be honest, to actually go out there, but I think you have to do it to sort of get back to some sort of norm or something. But the restaurants have been pretty good. I think this is my third or fourth time actually going out since lockdown, and the restaurants that I've been to so far, they've been great with the social distancing and stuff like that. So yeah, and so I have decided to go out for a meal today. So I will be starting off with freshly moisturized face, and yes, you should moisturize your face before actually doing your makeup. And then I'll start off with my brows. And so, you know, I don't really do much to my brows because I usually just leave them thick. Disclaimer, I am not a professional makeup artist. I just do what works for my face, okay? Disclaimer coming out there at you. So I will be using this Natural Collection brow pencil, and I don't normally do much to my brows. As I said, all I do is just fill them in a bit, and, you know, just to highlight them, just to give them that more of a sleek look, if that's what they call it. Don't know, but anywho, I will be looking that way because my mirror is that way and I can't move it because it's on the wall. Okay, so bear with me. So yeah, all I do, as I said, is just to fill them in, just to make them look a bit fuller. I don't usually do much to my brows, never have, never will. That is why I leave them as thick as they can be. And that is all I do, and just create a little bit of a arch and there. That's it. And then I go in with my Morphe brow brush, and I just brush it out. And then I go in with my Lancome concealer, and I just use a little bit of this to go underneath my eyebrows. As I said, I just do that just to define them a bit, and I bring it as close as I can, and yeah, and just like that. And then you'll see there, and I'll just repeat this for the other one. So as I said, guys, I am not a pro, but this is what has been working for me, and I just go in with this brush and just sort of blend it out. Well, just blend it out, not sorta. what I'll do is use this LA Girl Pro Concealer, you know, in my shade, to just go over the top. And yeah, so I do that and do it over the other one, and I'll use the same brush to blend it out. So that's all I do for my brows, as I do love it when my brows look natural. I do love that. And there it is. Ta-da! So next I'll be priming my face with this Bare Mineral hydrating primer, and this primer is so good. It makes your skin feel so amazing. And as I said, you should always, I think you should always prime your face. I think it makes your skin feels good. I think the makeup, you know, sits better on your face after a prime. Not everybody likes the prime, but I love the prime because, oh, this primer feels so amazing. And yeah, as I mentioned, you know, this is going to be sort of a post-quarantine sort of a chit chat, and I know everybody has have a really rough time, you know, being away from family and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not living in the UK. Most of my family, they are living in Jamaica or, you know, the United States and stuff like that. So it's been really hard to not be able to go and visit anybody just in case of anything and stuff like that. So it was just really hard knowing that if anything is supposed to happen, you can't be there. So yeah, but I'm actually glad, you know, all of my family and friends there are all good. And during this time, it has, you know, taught me a lot. You know, it's just like it brought everybody closer and everybody checked up on each other. And don't be one of them people to be like, oh, I know who is there for me during this time. Please, everybody was going through it and everybody was trapped inside. You know, some people lost their jobs, some people even lost family member to COVID and stuff like that. So it doesn't kill you to pick up your phone and check on somebody else, and that is why I appreciate about my family and my friends. We all were there for each other and stuff like that, so I guess that's a plus. Up next, I'll be using this illuminating drops, and trust me, this is a game changer. You can use it as a highlighter, which I do as well, but I love to use it underneath my foundation, as it just gives you that glow, especially going for a glam look. So all I do is just to do that and do that, and I'll just rub it in. As you can see, usually if you decide like, oh, I don't want to wear any makeup today, and you know, all you have to do is just put a little bit of this illuminating drops on your face, and look at that, it just gives you that glow already. Like, I love using this stuff underneath my makeup, and I love using it as a highlighter as well. And the foundation I will be using today is the Huda Beauty, and this foundation, I love it, especially going for a glam look, because it is a full coverage. So I like to use this anytime I'm going for a glam look. So if you're ever going for a glam look, I think you should actually try this. And then I'll go in with my beauty blender to actually apply it, and a little goes a far way, so you don't need a lot. And yeah, you just do that, and yeah, you just blend it in. As I said, yeah, we all need, you know, good family and friends around us, like, you know, good positive vibes surrounding us and stuff like that. Not just be like, oh, you haven't checked up on me during this time, so I'm not checking up on you. No, everybody is going through stuff, and it's been really hard for a lot of people that are overseas, such as myself, because as I said, if anything should happen, you won't be able to go and visit your family members. And for instance, my mom, she was living in New York at the time, and she fell ill, and it was so worrying. And it, because I couldn't just be like, oh, I'm gonna jump on a plane and come and see you. No, that couldn't happen. So it just makes you appreciate, you know, all your family and your friends and stuff like that. My grandma fell ill as well, and she lives in Jamaica, and at first we didn't know what was wrong, and that was a bit worrying as well, because I couldn't be there, and all I have to do is be on the phone constantly like, how are you, how are you, how are you. So it has been, it's had been mad going through the pandemic and stuff like that, but they're both fine, and I'm very appreciative of that. But as I said, it just goes to show you how hard it is. And you know, it has just taught us that we can't just take everything for granted, because even though at times you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to Jamaica and stuff like that, you visit, and the next time you're like, oh I can't be bothered. But now every time I actually get to go to visit, I will be visiting, because I just want to be around my family and my friends and so forth. So yeah, as I said, like, quarantine has just opened my eyes to a lot of stuff that, you know, you used to take for granted. And you know, especially with your loved ones being sick, and if they're in the hospital, you still can't see them. So it's just been a crazy ride. It's been, you know, it's been crazy. As I said, I haven't been out too much since quarantine has happened. So you've just been stuck in the house. You've been stuck with your thoughts. So guys, check on your strong friends. Guys, check on your strong families. Everybody's going through shit, and you know, we should all check up on each other and so forth. Just to say, if it's just even a hi sort of a text, how you doing, that sometimes you can just change a person's day just by sending that, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's still crazy. At this point, like, nothing else is actually surprising in 2020, to be honest. Nothing else is actually surprising. So yeah, just take it one day at a time. And this is the coverage of the Huda Beauty. I love it so much. It just, once I put it on, it's like, wow, it's like skin. Like, look how amazing that is. Just look how amazing it is. And yeah, so it's nice being out, but still scary. It's still scary. Won't stop saying that. Next I'll be using this Fenty highlighter. Oh, and that Huda Beauty, that shade that I just used is actually Toffee 420G. And now I'm going with this Fenty concealer, and this is in the shade 310. And what I like to do is just to apply it right underneath my eye and next to my nose, you know. So yeah, and all I do is just take my beauty blender. I use the pointy tip of it, and I just start, you know, dabbing in, and you just try to get it underneath your eye as closed as possible, because you don't want no bags or no creases. You understand? No crease. So yep, and you blend and blend and blend. So next I'll be doing my contour lines, and I'm actually using this sleek makeup contour palette, and I'll be going in with the darkest shade there. And all I do is to do that, create my lines. And I'll be just be contouring the nose as well, and this is how I do it. This is how I do it, okay? There. And all I do is just use my beauty blender. This is another one that I have. I just use a different one to just blend in my contour. And so you can see there, cheekbones. You don't have them, you create them, okay? And I just blend this in a little bit as well. And blend, 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 blend. Blend, blend, blend. Blend. Blend, blend. So yeah. Next what I'll be doing is to be using my setting powder to set the, you know, where I've actually highlighted. And I'm going in with my Lancome translucent powder, and oh my gosh, this powder is amazing. And what I do is actually to mix it with my Sacha Buttercup banana powder. So I go in with my translucent powder first. Oh, I need to shake that up a bit. And so yeah, I'm gonna go in with my translucent powder first, and I'm just gonna use a dry sponge that I have. Don't mind it, it's just been used to put powder on. So, and all I do is do dab, 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 and yeah, as you can see, things have to get worse before they get better. So, don't mind this. Here. And what I'll do now is go in with my Sacha Buttercup banana powder, and I'll just take the same sponge, and what I'll do, I don't use too much of this, and I'll just dab it over the translucent powder. Blends in perfectly. Things have to get worse before they get better. I know it looks scary, but watch the process. Watch the process. And yeah, so that is what I do. And yeah, so while my setting powder is setting, I like to do my eyeshadows at this point. And so I'm going in with my Makeup Academy eyeshadow palette, and I don't know the name of these colors, so what I will be do is going in with this lighter, the light brown, to, you know, do my cut crease. And that is all I do, and I just blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it. As I said, blending is the key. And I blend, and I blend. And next I'll be going in with this darker brown, and I just dab. And what I'll do is just put it down here, and yeah. So I will be using, so I just used my Lancome concealer and my makeup brush, and I just do that, and I apply it that way. Then I look up just to see. Oh, don't mind that bit. I just slipped up there a little bit. I just took it a little bit too high, but I will be fixing that, so don't you worry. And I will be doing the same for the other eye. That is all I do, and then I take my brush and I blend it out. I know I still have a far way to go in applying makeup, but as I said, this does work for me, and I just blend it out. You can see I'll blend it in, and the bit that I went in for too far, I'm just gonna take my blending brush and the color that I used in the crease before and just blend it in. And I'll just do the same over this bit just to make sure that I define the cut crease a little bit. And yeah. After that, I will be using my Revolution palette, and that's an eyeshadow palette that has been broken. Anywho, it fell. And I'll be using this dark brown here, that color there, and I'll just be doing the corner, well, and the corner, who knows. So I'll be going in with this gold shimmery eyeshadow from this palette as well, and all I do is just put it in and go there from my crease all the way down, and I'll bring it as close as possible to that dark brown that I applied, and I just apply some more. Same step to this other lid, and yeah, that's what it's looking like. And what I'll do is I'll just grab my MAC liquid eyeshadow and I'll just apply it over that gold that I just applied out from the eyeshadow, and I'll just do that just to brighten it a bit, just to give it that, oh, I am well happy with that. So what I'll do now is to take my very large brush here, where is this from again, Face Secrets to say, and I'll just blend in my powder, my setting powder. Oops, pardon me. Gum slipping off. And there we go. And what I will do now is I'll get my Anastasia contour powder palette, as you can see, and I'll use my contour brush if I can find it. Oh, here it is. I'll just use my contour brush and use the dark color, and what I'll do is just to go over the bit that I've used the concealer to my contour kit to actually contour, and I'll just do that. And I'll also use the brush, the same brush that I've used to conceal my nose, and I'll use the lighter shade here. Yeah. So guys, so what have you been doing post quarantine? You can just leave a comment down below. Have you been working again? Have you been going out much? You know, how's the family? If you're overseas, have you actually, you know, visited family back home as yet? yeah, because I know it's some crazy times now, as I said, you know, like I can't wait to actually go to Jamaica. I don't want to travel right this minute, to be honest, because to be stuck on a flight for 9 hours with just people you don't know where they've been or if they actually had the virus or whatever, and I just don't think that mask will just protect us all from COVID, to be honest. And yeah, so I'll definitely wait until things simmer down a bit more. As I said, I talk to my family like every day on FaceTime or, you know, WhatsApp video call or whatever. So, you know, a bit of face to face there. And yeah, when I think the cases go down a bit more, probably, you know, I don't think I will be traveling until early next year, to be honest, because it is crazy out here. And knowing that I'd have to be quarantined for about 2 weeks when I get there. So that's 2 weeks out of my vacations already. And I won't be able to see family right away because, you know, as I said, I do have my grandma there and I don't want to be getting her sick in case I contract COVID while traveling. So that's a bit selfish. So for now, I'll just talk to them on the phone and yeah, we'll just have to wait to see each other. What I'll be doing is just to use that dark brown from my Revolution eyeshadow palette, the one that I have on the end of my eyelid there, just to go underneath my eye. Yeah, so just use this small brush here. It's a Morphe brush as well. As I said, I might just be doing it wrong, but that's how I apply it. And yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll use this darker sort of a red sort of a thing color. I mean, on the just underneath there as well, just to give it a bit of color. Right. Ooh, ooh. And as you can see how it's looking so far. Ooh, yep. I'll just be applying just a bit of blush to my cheek. And that is my blush. And next I'm just going to go in with my illuminating drops, and I do use this as my highlight as well, as I apply it before I actually put my foundation on, or you can mix it in with your foundation. It's however you want to apply it really. And I just did that and just put just a few, just 3 little dots there, and do the same for over there. And I just use my finger just to dab it in. Just dab, 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 dab. I'm gonna do the same for over this side. And as you can see, but it looks crazy now. I'm just blending it out. And I'll just do just one drop here. As I said, you don't want, well, a couple. Did a couple there. And I just dab it in as well. Dab it in. It's done, and I just leave it for it to dry a bit. That's dried, I go in with my Bobbi Brown pressed powder just to, you know, blend everything in. So this basically just, as I said, just blends everything in. So yeah, and what I'll do, I'll set my face with the Bobbi Brown hydrating setting spray just to make sure that my makeup lasts longer. And I'll just spray this all over my face. Don't be stingy with it, guys. Spray it all over. Spray it. Oh, I think I tasted a bit there. So, oh, after that, what I'll be going in with is my Benefit mascara. It is the Bad Girl mascara, and to be honest, I think this is the best mascara I've used so far. It really lifts your eyelashes, and it just gives you that volume, you know what I mean? It does give you volume. And I usually use my mascara after I set my face because I don't want it to sort of mess it up. So that's what I usually do. As you can see, mascara, no mascara. Do you see the volume? The volume. And that is just from the mascara alone. I really hope I'm not boring you guys. I really hope you're actually enjoying this. And that is how the lashes are looking. Volume. And here I'm just applying my lashes. I'm literally the worst person to apply lashes, but here I go today. I don't know why we put ourselves through these things. Don't know why. But it's all for the glam. It's all for the glitz and the glamour, which we love because we look fantastic when we're done. And yeah, I'll just be doing my lips now, which is the final bit. Thank God. So I'll just use this MAC brown lip liner, and I'll just align. Then I'll be going in with my other matte lipstick, and this is in Pool Party. No, is this the one I want to use today? Probably not. Let me try the Joy Ride. And I'll just apply that. And what I will do is just go in with the Staycation matte lip as well, and I'll just put that right in the middle there, just to create like a slight ombre lick. And yeah, this is the face, guys. And yeah, so that's my sleek ponytail. Cheekbones for days. You go, girl. You go, girl. Guys, this is my final makeup look. I mean, as I said, I am no pro, but this works for me. It makes me feel glam. It makes me look glam. So these are the steps I take, and what I'm gonna do now is to put my clothes on, and I'll come right back to you. And this is my finished look, guys. I am ready. So this is my glam look for today. So guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it and I didn't bore you too much. As I mentioned before, this is actually my first time recording myself doing any sort of makeup tutorial. So yes, I will get better at it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.